Welcome everybody to 48 to Talk episode number 75. I am your host, Rage Bali, as always. Joining me this time is DXTakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and that Canadian guy on the little bottom on the right. How you doing?
Hey.
Yo.
Alright.
Somebody's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Canadian guy
Canadian
who's
guy.
sinking into his camera and looks like he's like underwater. Happy birthday!
Thank
Early
you.
birthday. Yeah. What are your plans? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
That sounds awesome.
Awesome.
That sounds awesome. Nothing on your birthday. Awesome.
Alright. So,
You're gonna Netflix and chill with Kojimako, aren't you?
I wish.
I wish.
Scandal.
Scandal.
Alright.
Wait. I'm not
yeah.
Johnny, so it's not scandal.
You know, because the Johnnies, their one goal in life is to screw up an AKB member. That's literally it. That's what they exist for. And you're not a Johnny. You wouldn't screw up Kojimako. She'd probably be happy to hang out with you for a day. Not all of her fans would be too happy about that, but
Hey, if you buy the 9th album, you get to be 30 centimeters closer to her than usual.
The new policy.
there
The
you
new
go.
policy.
By the way, I got 18 shots.
Oh man. Wow.
that means you're gonna be so close to her. That's just awesome. Because I know that's what you're gonna use them all for.
Each slot is three piece each.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I just want that checky so bad. I'm like, yeah.
You know what? You're gonna come out like married to her if you're in there that long. Jeez.
You
Good
got
for you.
so close already this year.
I know, right?
I know, right?
They're best friends. They're besties. They're like best buddies and stuff.
Yeah, BFF.
Now they're gonna be married and have kids by the time he gets done with his handshake.
Yep.
Jeez.
What kind of handshake is that?
Special kind.
The one you teach to kids.
What? Dame yo.
Wait, let me explain.
No.
There is no explaining that. Yo.
Some countries, like,
Yeah.
they don't like, oh, you can't touch a boy's hand, you might get pregnant, kind of thing. Like, they do that in like some parts in Philippines before. They're like, oh, you can't touch a boy's hand. I'm like, what?
That actually sounds awesome. I think I would like to teach my little one that too. You are not allowed to touch any boy's hand. You will get double pregnant. You'll have like triplets and stuff. No.
Yeah.
Every
Quintuplets.
hand you touch adds a kid in your belly. Do you really want that? Good.
Okay, well, again, welcome to 48 to Talk this week, where we talk about the group AKB48 and all
What are we
around
talking
it.
about? Eating idols and getting pregnant.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So, a lot of news happens this week, and we have a
Yes,
big
a lot.
and healthy show. So, the topics we're going to talk about this week. Okay, so, well, we have the, the Koku's coming up, and we have the lineup for the actual Koku, and I don't know. Finally happened. Yes.
Robin,
Yes!
you have been calling it for half a year now, and it finally happened.
Shuffle finally.
time.
They
It's about time. Oh man.
They
About time.
finally listened. I just hammered it down. I said, on my day off, nope, not done yet. On my day off, I was just watching it, and I see them come up, and I'm like, oh, please be glorious day. And it, yes!
Yes.
I was in the middle of a lecture when it happened. Oh man, I was like, why are you smiling so much? I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just happy.
Yo.
I'm just saying, Hosoi-san is a really cool guy. He just comes up, like, hey, we're doing a shuffle now.
Yeah.
No drama to it.
It's
It's like,
classic.
yo, what? We got a shuffle here. Let's do it. Come on.
I find it funny they first put out the
Top
guys
lead.
from Kimi
Top.
Dade.
Yeah, top lead.
Yeah, the double.
Okay,
Super
big
bros.
house.
before we get
Yeah.
into that, we first have to talk about the Koku lineup, and
Yes.
they revealed it, and let me
Yep.
check it. So, here we go then. For AKB48, the lineup is from Team A, Iriyama Anna, Taniguchi Megu, Yokoyama Yui. Then from Team K, it's Minagishi Minami. Mukaichi Mion. From Team B, it's Kashiwaki Yuki, Kato Reina, Watanabe Mayu. And here was I'm very happy about is Team 4, Iwatate Saho, Okada Nana, Kawamoto Saya, Kap, right? And Kojima Mako, Komiyama Haruka,
Yay!
Takahashi Juri, and this one is really
Oh,
surprising.
yeah.
I'm very happy. It's Murayama Yuri.
Yep.
You got us first. Yeah.
And we continue from Team 8, and help me out here with Team 8.
Ringo!
Okaberin, Otanao, and Onoshi Momoko.
Yes.
Momoko was an interesting choice there.
Yep.
If I'm just gonna say, but I'm happy overall.
Same
Very
here.
No, it makes sense because she's actually like liked by the fans. So.
Mm.
yeah. Okay, but you would know. I don't know that. So okay.
Cause like
Yeah.
she gets the #1 in Private Summer because of Showroom, so that's why she's here.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the
makes
Showroom
sense.
girl.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
We then move on to SKE48 with Kitagawa Ryoa, Matsui Jurina, of course.
Yep.
Oba Mina.
Good
And
for her.
help me out here with the next one.
Sato
Soda
Kiara.
No, Soda Sarina.
Oh, that's Harina.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What am I saying?
That's Team
Wrong
4.
group. Wrong
I get
group.
them mixed up. They look similar.
AK Bingo, man. You watch too much AK Bingo.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's and then it's Churi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Furuata Nao, Suda Akari. Then
No
for,
ten. No care.
yeah, so 7 again from the sister group. Then NMB48 is Yamamoto Saika, Shibu Nagisa, Shiroma Miru.
Oh, yeah.
And help me out here with these 4.
Yoshida Akari. Yoshida
Yoshida
Akari,
Akari.
Ota Yuri,
Yuri.
Murase Sai, and Yagura
And then,
Fuko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again,
Saika.
7. We then move to HKT48 with Kodama Harupi, Sasha Rino. What's her name again? Can't read it.
Natsumi.
Yeah.
Matsuoka Natsumi.
Then Tomonaga Mio, Miyuaki Sakura, of course, and I believe this is a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the name?
Motomura
Motomura
Aoi.
Aoi.
Boy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this was a good one, and Moriyasu Madoka, luckily.
Oh yeah.
Again, 7. Then we move on to NGT48. We have, of course,
Yeah.
Okino Yuka.
Yeah.
This is important. Hopefully this
Yay.
really lifts her
Flores,
spirits.
listening up.
Yeah. Kato Minami,
Oh yeah.
Kitahari,
Yeah.
Nakai Rika. And then we have...
Nishigata Marina.
Yeah, and...
Katane.
Yeah, and then we have the one that became 6th in Sosenkyo, right? Or something like that.
Hinata.
Yeah.
Onna Hinata.
And Yamaguchi Maho.
Oh yeah.
Maho. Maho.
And then, surprisingly, instead of 7, 2 from STU48. It's, of course, Yumiko.
Takino Yumiko.
Yeah, and who's the other one?
Oropu Yuri.
So that's interesting for me, that last one on that. But yeah, so this took a while, but there was a lineup. So what you guys think of this lineup?
It's pretty much all around, and basically the most well-known members from each group, I would say. So, yeah, seems pretty solid, I would say. So,
Yeah, it's about as solid as you can get, except no Tani, so I don't care. It's her, no Tani, no Kaotan. I was hugely disappointed that Tani and Kaotan didn't get it. Particularly Tani, especially. I think she's been working so hard to get there, back up into some kind of recognition. SK. I really hope maybe she'll get transferred back to HKT and like find her footing there. Maybe that's what I'm hoping for. But I would say this: NGT sure made out, and NGT they're superstars, every one of them. And Katamina, you know, I swear people watch our show. I swear everything. I'm telling you, from the shuffle to this, I swear KS is like, what are they gonna say this week? Oh yeah, let's get Katamina on here. We're gonna pump her up. She'll be so happy. And look, and there she is. Because that's a huge deal. You know, the whole of Japan watches this, so it's like you're playing to your parents, your grandparents. You know, that's got to be a really good feeling. I don't think they got it wrong with any of these choices, to be honest. I really don't. except no Tani. So whatever.
You anything?
I just counted it, and they're exactly 48. So.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I just literally just counting while you guys were talking. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like, oh, it's exactly 48. I'm like, what?
You know what's weird about this? I don't really think they ever like do that, because that's like one of the largest misconceptions. Anytime an auntie gets online and is like, AKB48, it was originally comprised of 48 members. No, it wasn't. And it was like one team with 16 members, if that. And I mean, everyone quit, but it's like when they do stuff like that, I wonder, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's symbolic, I guess. Whatever. That's probably why they only had 2 members of STU.
Yeah, maybe. But what I noticed on this one, so I'm very happy with this because this was, of course, announced before what happened later in the week. But I noticed that every sister group, except for STU48, has 7 members in there. And then the original AKB48 has 7 Team 4 members. And it was like proof to me, it's like, you see how powerful Team 4 is compared to that. But yeah, as we get into it later, now not so much. But I'm actually very happy with the lineup. You have some stars in there, but the one that really stands out, and of course Maoshi is Okaranana, but Muriyama Yuri is getting the recognition she deserves.
The unsung hero, I would say. The unsung hero. Finally. It's time to get into the spotlight, girl. It's time to get into the spotlight.
Yeah, I might actually get a little teary-eyed watching her on the stage because we all know this girl is like the champion of the stage in the theaters, and for her to get some national recognition like that means a lot. Her and Katamina, I think, will definitely be drawing it out for me. Even though I'm gonna hate the song they're gonna do, but like I'll watch just for the fact that I gotta support these girls, especially those 2. And it'll be kind of, it's bittersweet to see Fuchan from NMB because she's leaving. But it's also nice to see that. It's nice to see Ota Yuri. Hopefully she'll be like bouncing around, being her usual self. And I would say too, it's nice to see Churi from SKE because she's getting older. I'm really expecting graduation announcement any day from her. And this will probably be the last time she's ever on Kohaku. I'm guessing. I'm guessing for a lot of these girls that are kind of getting up there, it'll be their last. So this will be a special performance for that reason, I think. And then also to NGT. I can't wait.
Do you guys get the feeling with this week that we're moving into already the 3rd chapter of AKB48?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, definitely.
Without question.
It's weird. The 2nd chapter has only started, I would say. But we are really moving in very fast. And I can just sense it's going to be changing all the way. But the lineup, I'm very happy with it. But let's get to the main event then from the show.
Oh yeah, it's time. It's time.
All right, so the actual performance, it was nice. Every team came out. They did a few songs. It wasn't that special, I would say. It was a nice stage. They did not even the introduction. They had a few stories. Not that special, to be honest. But then they were planning to do, hey, thank you for 12 years. We're gonna end the song with Sakura no Hanabi, and like, all right, hey, we're here. It's like Huyo. It's like, yeah, we're the guys from Kimi Dare, and then yeah, they were excited, and then just what's gonna happen. And then of course I think Yo is trying to quickly do the guy.
Yep. Osoi-san.
Well, one thing though, his glasses were crooked. He was like so nervous. He's like, okay, I got a few announcements to make, and I was so happy. I was so thrilled, and I was like at home, it's like, everybody shut up. I really need to focus on this.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun from Leo.
Everyone around us was just going crazy, and just the community's like, it's happening. Twitter was just exploding. But yeah, they announced a shuffle, the long-awaited and needed shuffle.
Oh man.
So, to be honest, remember the other shuffles, the big shuffle? They had like a special location for it, or they do it at a concert, or in the Tokyo Dome. No. This one at the anniversary stage in like the small theater located in Akihabara, and you have like hundreds of girls standing there right now, and you do a shuffle.
Oh,
They
man.
really had to move like this, and they're actually shuffling around. But yeah, so
Literally.
the reset happened. And first off, the first thing to notice is no vice captains.
Nope.
There were no vice captains announced. It's
Yep,
a
got rid of
reset.
those.
Yeah. They first off, of course, go to Team A. And this, right off the bat, surprisingly, they announced a Kenyan position for a captain and AKB48 from Team 8.
Yeah,
AKB48. Oh man.
huge surprise there.
Yep.
Huge.
Everyone was like, yeah, and it's like, even like, oh man. Yo.
Even AKB, I was like, what?
Kaberin, you know her voice? Exactly, her voice.
Well, let me just say before you go on, Rob. I would say overall, first of all, congratulations, Robin, on calling this for how long now? You've been doing this half a year, and
Is
we've
that
really
still
been
calling it?
No, well, I would say it is because, again, it's proof AKS watches us, because it's like we nailed this. But I did want to point out two overall things before we get into all the big details here. One is it's interesting that it wasn't a big, huge like whole AKB48 group shuffle in the sense like, you know, sister groups all.
No.
It kind of, this is what, when you say moving to third chapter, it feels like it's a smaller, more intimate AKB that we're getting to in a way. Even though they're expanding, it's smaller in terms of the size and scope, because they could have done a big, huge shuffle, but they just chose to keep it focused on AKB48. So that's cool. And the second thing is, I have to be honest, I think overall this was a very curious shuffle. It was interesting, and I'd say it was good. I'd say it was much needed. They filled a lot of depleted ranks, and they did it in a way though that was very curious, and you'll get into that.
Yep.
But I wasn't expecting it at all. And I gotta be honest,
it wasn't that painful, to be honest.
Nah,
there
exactly.
were maybe one or two members that are very upset.
Yes.
But you always get that because it's a huge part of their life, and you've been, you know, performing with these members. We don't, like, the international fans really don't watch it. Even Japanese fans don't watch it every day. Just, they perform in the theater as much as they can together, build up, get a connection. It's work together, and it's like you're basically moving from, like, not company floor, you know, what do you call it? Like a department.
Department floor,
Yeah. You're like, oh, I used to work at the fourth floor, now I'm going to the third floor. And it's like a totally different situation. Okay, but yeah, we're Team A, and so the way first off, before I totally forget, I want to thank Colin Janssen, because he was
so much,
very nice of him to send us like a chart, a sheet, and that's everything that we need for just explaining, like where they're from, where they go. This is really extra loving work, and I'm very grateful for this. This really helps us.
Yeah, I just want to add briefly to that. You know, our fans are insane when it comes to statistics. They're insane when it comes to correcting us on stuff. But when it comes to like organization, we have the most organized fans in the world, because Colin, you crushed it, man. It's ridiculous what you did. And I hope we can maybe get a link maybe in our description for this. If Colin's cool with that. Because like honestly, Colin knocked it out of the park. And you know, Colin's always commenting on everyone else's comments. He helps me out. But it's I would say honestly, Colin, good job.
Okay, so then we go to, I don't know if this was the order, but staying.
I have the ordered one actually.
Oh, you do?
The
okay.
one they called.
Okay.
It's in Marcus 48 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it if you want to do it.
Wait. I just lost it.
Oh boy.
Team A captain is Okabe-rin.
Yeah.
Because of her voice is Achan, so that's why.
Yeah, like
it's Achan. Achan's back in Team A. Then Yokoyama Yui is still the GM.
Yep.
And Mion is the next one. Mukaichi Mion. Oguri Yui.
Yeah, moving. Wait.
Wait.
Okay, so this why. Thank you, Yeho, but I'm gonna take it over because we're gonna use the list. Okay, so then it's not the actual order they were announced, but I'm gonna announce it like this. So staying still from in Team A is Iriyama Anna, Miyazaki Miho, and Yokoyama Yui. And Yokoyama Yui is still the Sokantaku of AKB48 and the 48 groups. Then moving from Team K to Team A, we have Mukaichi Mion and Shinozaki Ayana. Moving from Team B to Team A, we have Goto Moe, Kato Rena, and Nishikawa Rei. Moving from Team 4, Chiba Eri.
Wow.
And
Sad.
this was the starts that I got. Oh boy, they're doing this. Actually,
Yep.
Team 8 Kenning positions. Moving from Team A, well, getting a Kenning position in Team A then. Here we go. Chokurena, Hitomi Kotone, Hayasaka Tsumugi, Oguri Yui, Tanikawa Hijiri, Shimaoki Karin, Shitao Miu, Okumoto Hinano, Yoshida Karen. That's all from Team 8 Kenning, and that was the start of it.
Yep.
And then we had 16 Gen promotions.
Yes.
And
Oh,
this
man.
was, so we already knew this was also going to happen. It's Maeda Ayaka, Suzuki Kurumi, Taguchi Manaka. But I believe one of them is actually oh no, actually Colin did actually find up. He actually said not promoted, still there.
Yep.
Huh. That's very good. Okay, so that was Team A. What do you notice as first on Team A?
I would say lots of star power, actually.
Oh, go ahead, DX. I'm sorry.
No, lots of star power, and for some reason I have a feeling the return of Paru in the form of Chokurina. And
That's interesting.
But in any case, I'm really happy about the Kenkyusei promotions, especially Taguchi Manaka. She is really killing it lately on AK Bingo, and this is just a logical consequence of her getting promoted. And
Yeah.
for the rest, I think they're going to be. If I were to make a prediction, I still believe management still believes in Mukaichi Mion since she moves to the flagship team, and I think they're going to be pushing Ogri really hard now, as if she wasn't pushed hard already. But I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, who wants to say something really bad?
Wait. I can't read this in full Japanese because they still put in the Team Kenkyusei on each team.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Some of them are not promoted, but still move to Team A. But I think that will happen very, very quickly. Derek.
Yeah. On wait, let me just finish. I think
Please.
Yamane Susuha is one of Team A, and
No, move on. Just
No,
leave
move
it
on.
in.
Shoji Nagisa is the next one, and Sato Minami, and wait, sorry,
I do have a list that are not promoted.
Michieda Saki.
Yeah, but they are moved to different teams so they can perform or be the understudy when needed.
Yeah, pretty much the others. Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah, okay, so lots to say. First of all, Yamane Suzuha was not promoted. That's Zunchan. Chris Christofari, that's like his girl, like in 16 Gen. I know he's probably pretty devastated, or at least scratching his head. Zunchan is super powerful on stage. When I saw she didn't get promoted, and especially I thought she'd be a good candidate for Team A, I was really devastated by that. That was probably the only bad thing to this whole shuffle as far as I'm concerned. Zunchan should have been promoted. She wasn't.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest what the F moment of the whole thing. The other thing is, though, too, Taguchi being in Team A, that's awesome.
Yep.
she's gonna do great. Chiba Eri, I thought, first of all, she looked really good during the stage. She's having fun. And also, I think she'll fit Team A really well. Oguri Yui, I think that's kind of a given. Team A is the flagship team, so
flagship.
her being in that, this is our third chapter right here. We have Iriyama Anna, who was kind of funny. She was like, hi when
Hi,
she got told.
yeah.
I was like cracking up. You have Yui-Han, Okabe-rin, Mukaichi Mian. Shirozaki Ayana's was a nice surprise. I was very happy to see that. I think she'll fit Team A very good. And Kato Reina, I think you have your stars. They're going to be leading AKB in the next chapter, and I think that's very interesting because notice like you Karen, you know, she's on her way out. Sasha's on her way out. Mayu's on her way out. The three powerhouses. These top ones right here who we have, and look who's right at the top. Miyazaki Miho, and I'm so happy about this. I'm happy that she's decided to stay around. She's getting more important. We could potentially, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we could potentially see a Senbatsu for her, which would be the best thing ever. Like her and got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be
finally
so
fulfilling
great.
her promise as the next Senbatsu member.
Yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying. It's this team is by far one of the most. Well, I mean, for me, Team K is one I made out personally on. But I would say Team A is like, I don't know. I think they have a powerhouse team. So it's going to be very interesting this next chapter, so to speak, to see how they do, how well they mesh. And good job, Taguchi. I just want to say that I'm happy.
The thing is with Team A, and you guys all said it, it's the flagship. It's the one that management says we want you pushed. We want to see you reach those stars. We want to see you the Senbatsu. You're gonna see a lot of names in Team A, you know, being on a single outside of Sosenkyo. Because they're gonna like we're gonna try something with Oguriyui. We're gonna try something again with Miyukichi Mion, stuff like that. So expect that. And again, the feeling is it's half like all the other team members, or there's now Team A, and half Kenin. That's like the theme that was going for this shuffle, and they nailed it. I would say for Team 8, it's we already discussed they should get their own theater, they could like get their own stuff like this. With this, all the girls from Team 8 can now perform, you know, daily. You know,
I love it.
Get their characters out, show more exposure. This, whoever came up with this, is actually, you know, it's a very cheap way to fill in those spots, but it's the right way.
It's the right way.
Exactly. It's the right way.
Because we all say, like, a lot of us say teammate who sometimes, but because there's so many of them, and when they perform as a unit as teammate, it's hard to see. You know, only see, you know, the few that got an AK bingo or had a canning position, like Oguriyui. So with this, it's a whole new ball game again. Team 8 is going to have this canning position, and they are going to perform. It's basically now Team 8 is the canning group, I would say, with this.
I would say Team 8, and by far the most curious thing about how they did the shuffle, but Team 8 is now like the glue that holds all the teams together, and I love that. That's a good testimony to how awesome Team 8 has been over the past couple years. They went from, the group that's with Toyota to like who are these people? They won Request Hour, they won the sports festival, all their girls rule. Oguriyui is insane, the darling of AK Bingo's host. And they're just all, I don't know, flat out awesome, the ones that I know. So this is a really cool way to kind of fill in the gaps, like you said, it's a cheap way, but it's also a good way. And I think, you know, it was bound to happen, because the other option would have been to just take 16 Gen and really spread every single one of their members into these groups, not make them be 22, 23, 24 members, but, you know, 16, whatever. But I like this. I think it's a good thing, and I got to give respect to, like you said, whoever did this. They really thought about this. It was, they probably had like an aha moment. Like, woke up real late. Like, this is it. This is how we fix AKB's, like, you know, personnel problem. Awesome. Awesome.
So we then move on to Team K.
Oh boy.
Wait. Before we actually move on, they actually put the Ken Kyusei teams back. You know, when they did the draft, they say Team A Ken Kyusei. They actually put that back. Like, they're not like the one you were saying, Yamane Susuha. She's actually Team A Ken Kyusei. It says on the original.
That's a good thing. But as far as her goes, particularly, she should have been without question promoted. But I expect her to not stay can't stay for very long. She
No.
will get promoted. But here's
Yeah.
another thing. You just brought up something. What about the draft that's coming up? How's
man,
that
yeah.
going to affect? We're going to be, we got 30 team member type groups?
Well, it's a little
We're gonna-
ahead of ourselves.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We're getting ahead.
But hey, but they're gonna debut on the theater like on January 28th.
Yeah.
I think they said.
Yeah.
Dang.
We'll
Interesting.
see what happens, but we'll get to that because it
Okay,
was
yeah,
an
right,
announcement
right,
later.
sorry.
First up,
Oh.
Team K. Before we get into Team K, let me picture you a setting. So I'm watching this, live on my phone, just sitting there, and Team K announcements the captain. I'm like, interesting. Who's gonna be the captain? And then I hear the name Komiyama Haruka.
I know.
Yeah. Oh man.
I lost it. I
Yep.
went really like, what?
yeah,
Yeah.
Same.
But I'd be
Oh, man.
amazed. I'm like, yeah, actually, just it hurts that my team 4 is now destroyed, but Komiyama Haruka, she has the thrive,
Yep.
the
The drive, the
chosen
passion.
one from
Yep.
Takamina to
Yep.
lead a group. I would say yes, this is very good for her. So, but she was very surprised. Well, she was like, "Yada, yabai, yabai, yada."
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I'm not
I
ready for
don't
this.
like
I'm not
this.
ready for this. Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
But in an instant, she was like, "Thank you very much for this position. I will lead." It's just like she instantly switched. Okay, you're giving this to me, then I'll make it the best team ever. But interesting, a 15 gen. That's the youngest compared then to 16 gen, of course. Now leading the rest. And let's go to the rest then. Moving.
I was just gonna say. I mean, let's be honest though. Komi's been a leader for years now. If you watch the documentary, she's the one that's like whipping all her like, we should do better, and she's upset, and it's like she's at the top. She don't follow. She's a leader. So this actually was a long time coming, in my opinion. It doesn't matter her age or her gen. She was a born leader, and this was probably the best announcements ever. Like Komi's gonna crush it. I don't know. Is she a good dancer though? Like, I mean, do you guys feel like she's a Team K worthy dancer?
Yep.
Yeah. You
Yep.
wouldn't believe how she
okay.
moves.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, they move on again. Dance heavy. Yamada Nanami, Kenny
Yes.
position in
Yes.
Team A,
Yes.
moving to
Yes.
Team K for
So
Kenny
pumped
position.
about that. So pumped.
Then we get the usual Team K. It's Fujita Nana, Ichikawa
Yay.
Manami, Minigishi Minami losing a
Yay.
captain position.
But I don't think she cares. She's gonna be on her way out.
No, she's
so.
smiling. So Mogi
Yeah.
Shinobu, who were somewhere off stage, she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's me."
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Muto Tomu, Nakano Ikumi, Shimoguchi
Man.
Hina, Tano Yuka,
I
who
know.
was
oh man.
very upset to the
Yep.
point
Yeah.
she was crying. Apparently, I think she was ready to get that captain position.
Yeah, she wanted to be captain as well. So.
Yeah, but
Graduation. Sorry,
now,
Haru. Graduation on the way.
It's. I think she's done.
Yeah, she's done.
Yumoto Ami,
Yep.
all
Ami.
from original Team K. So not much has been swapped out of the, original Team K, or the last Team K it was. Yeho.
Yeah, yo.
Moving from Team 4, Kojima Mako back in Team K.
Yeah.
oh man.
That's awesome. That is so
Much,
awesome
much,
that she
much,
went
much,
back.
much.
And now she could be with Mitan because her and Mitan, I think, had a nice relationship.
Mhm.
And then also, too, she's kind of, she's with Komi. Kojima Mako's going to crush this. So
Yeah.
this was a great move. A great move. And I know Yayo's so happy he can't even sit down.
Yeah. It wasn't over then with the Team 4. My beloved Team 4.
I know.
Oh man.
Zawa,
Nozawa Reina moves
Yeah.
from Team 4 to Team K, and she was
so
like,
happy.
"All right." She's like, "I'm just happy to be here."
I'm just going with it.
Then we got
Team K.
the whole Team 8 Canyon position. So from
Yes.
Team 8, Harumuto Yuki, Hashimoto Haruna, Hidaritomo Ayaka, Kurano Narumi, Oda Erina, Terida Misaka, Yaguchi Misaki, Yamada Kyoka, Yokomichi Yun, and Yokoyama Yui.
Yuri,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yokomichi Yuri.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so from Team 8, these are great dancers. They're like
Yep.
multiple
Dancers,
winners
yep.
from,
Wait.
of course, AK Bingo.
Yeah. These are the AK Bingo dance competition
Yeah.
winners, right? Like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
so pumped for this. Like it's
This
gonna be.
team is
If you
going to
like
be
dancing,
awesome.
oh,
This
it's gonna be
is
ridiculous.
real
Yeah.
dance heavy.
Real dance heavy.
I think from AKB, the top performers, the top dancing performers are now in this. But we weren't done because 16
Oh,
channel
man.
coming up,
Oh boy.
Oh,
and
Oh,
I
boy.
laugh.
Big announcement.
Muto Orin
Yes.
joins
I'm happy about it,
her
though.
sister, and she's
Yep.
like, "What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Yeah."
okay, but there's a very good practical reason for this too. I think it's just good for their family. Like if they're with family, it's nice to know that your daughters can travel and to the same stage and come back at the same time. If there's a safety there, there's a closeness that could happen. So I actually think the practical usage of this is awesome. But is this the first time we've had sisters
Yeah.
performing on a stage together?
Yeah.
Because
Same group,
Ketchy,
yeah.
Same
because
team.
Ketchy's
Same
yeah,
team.
because Ketchy Jonishi Ray, like her sister, I think came in right as she left, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was about to leave. Yeah.
So this is a first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Sorry, I was sword.
Well, Team K has that. Well, there's that one song, right? That's with mother and, or was it daughter song? That's very.
No, 16 sisters.
No. I don't mean 16 Sisters. I mean, the very little erotic song that they performs when they're combined.
I
and
think
they-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that song.
Yeah.
that'll be a little cringeworthy.
Yeah, I'll bet they're gonna do that song.
Oh man.
They'll just laugh the whole time. How could you
Yeah.
not?
I thought that was SDN though. I think that was from SDN stage.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
It's an SDN song, but they still use it in AKB
They still use
performances.
yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Actually, I just think the sisters themselves, like the Tomo, like it's just gonna be great to have them there. I mean, as having closeness with my brothers and sisters, I can't think of nothing more exciting, more cool than to perform on stage with my sibling. That's a dream come true for a lot of. Well, for some it's not, but that would be fun.
It's
gonna be fun.
It's just very funny. Then from also 16 generation, it's Nagatomo Ayami, and
Yes.
Yeah, but she's still like you said, bound though, sadly.
she is still Kenkyusei, and I wonder what did she miss something? Did she have to do? But okay, it's fine. I think it's good for her to be in that team. And her and Komiyama Haruka have a very good relationship, so
Yeah.
very happy. with this. And Yasuda
also-
Kana.
Oh, yeah.
Nagatomo Ayami, her favorite senpai is actually Kojimako, so.
I didn't know that actually. Well, see,
Yeah.
I've been a Team B guy my whole life, but I'm now officially a Team K guy. Like I'm never going back because every single freaking person I like in AKB
Yep.
is in this freaking group except for Chiori. She's the only one that
Let's
isn't.
just say this.
But-
Let's just say this again. Team K is the sporty dance team again. They've
yeah,
been
again,
reborn.
even 10 times
They've been-
more.
Well,
Yep, they've been reborn
With,
actually.
with Anamin, her story was she really wanted to be in Team 4 because of Kojima Mako, and she has a close relationship with Komiyama Haruka. But hey, they're put in Team K, and management actually listens. You know what? You want these two, right? So there you go. Go to
Yeah,
Team
awesome.
K.
Okay.
Awesome.
They're like, you also
Team
have
K,
Nozo
Team
Reina.
Kyusei.
Like these are very fun Team 4 members. I'm sad because Team 4, the one I like, is no more. So I still have to reevaluate if I like the new Team 4, but we'll get to that. But yeah, Team K, I think it looks very, very strong.
Best
Yep.
team in my opinion.
Yeah?
Easily.
I'm just saying, thank you management for
Yes.
redeeming the failed Team K Mako. So, because you put Mako in behind Sayane, Jurina, and Harupi. So,
Oh, she's front and center now. She's front and center.
yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. You know what? That's another that's another thing. Every single girl in this stage has a chance to shine.
Exactly.
It's gonna be an amazing bloodbath on stage every night of these girls trying to outdance each other. And I honestly like every single one of these girls. I think has serious dance moves. When you have the queen Fujita Nana there, and then you have freaking Michan is a great dancer. She's very underrated, but I think she is just solid.
All of
and
them.
then of course you have Tano-chan, who is like the most epic dancer out of anybody ever in AKB48. I don't think there's anybody that will ever touch her. This is like, if you were a dancer, this is the group, man. Seriously.
This is the dance heavy group.
Yeah.
Yumoto Ami too, like she's.
Oh my god, that girl.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The ninja. Yeah.
The ninja and one time
The
jump
ninja,
and just
yeah.
pull backflip. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. No, she's Yumoto Ami being in this group too. Really, again, just every single girl in this group, like, is gonna give the Team A members that can really freaking dance a run for their money, because it's gonna be like a dance fest every night. And this would be the fun one where I hope Team K would have a bunch of like EDM songs
Oh
where
yeah,
you're just
definitely.
you're just dancing.
They currently have that one stage.
Yeah,
where
Yoshimasa.
Yeah.
Yoshimasa. That's
So
one, yeah.
I hope they're like, all right, Team K is gonna perform today this stage.
Oh,
Yo,
definitely.
oh,
I
awesome.
still got to watch the heck of that one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
I
Ew.
still hope the teams is not actually paper, cause like before it's just paper, just straight up paper. Because it's like any team member could perform at any stage before.
Yeah.
So now
yeah.
I hope they actually follow.
Oh
the
yeah,
stage.
good point. Let's hope that this creates identity for each of the teams, because
Oh,
you
yeah.
have your
Yeah.
flagship team in Team A, Team K is your dance, and so on and so on. Like
Yep.
each team really now could begin to like wave the flags
Yeah,
appropriately.
it
So
was
when it
lost.
comes to like
It was
yeah,
lost,
when it comes to big concert time, like we could really see the return of like your pride when it comes to like what team you support. I would
Oh,
love
man.
that. They've
Yeah.
been missing that.
Also, Akomi Haruka being the captain of Team
Oh.
K, like
Oh, man.
especially when she did the Akimoto Sayaka Far Goddess, I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
And I hope they do the Uho Ho Ho song and like,
Oh,
she
definitely.
goes,
Oh.
like,
Oh.
You know, it'd be really cool, Yayo, if they did that song and Komi was obviously doing,
Yes.
Akimoto
Akimoto,
Sayaka,
and, then,
yeah.
and she comes out. And she,
Oh, yeah.
Like, people to come out and, like, guest did it out of the random. Like, can you imagine being at the theater one night and that happens? Like,
Oh, man.
oh, you lose your mind. It'd be so awesome to see. So, again, personality, this is great.
Yeah.
Speaking of Akimoto Sayaka, I hope like they still like on the next documentary like they show like the great Akimoto Sayaka's picture again in the locker room. So,
Very funny.
It'd be real good.
Okay.
picture.
We're moving on to
Yeah.
Team B, and this hurt me a little bit as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
They announced the new Team B captain. Takahashi Juri moves from Team 4 captain to Team B captain. And
Yeah.
instantly
Yeah.
she was like, couldn't believe it. She's like,
No.
I'm gonna, my Team 4 is gone. The one that I really share a lot with. Because Takahashi Juri was originally Team A, I believe?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. And
Hey.
yeah, and then suddenly she was, moved to Team 4 and with this
No,
like, what? No, there was
before before she was in A, then she moved to B.
yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
right.
she
Yeah,
moved to
then
B, but it was fine. And then she moved to 4 with this idea: I have to replace Michan, who made this new Team 4, and I have to survive. And she killed it. She made such
yeah.
a great Team 4 and showed that really Captain Power got really close. Of course, very close with Kojima Mako, but now that's not happening anymore, and it feels like she has to start all over again. And this, see, even when she had a little speech, she is like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. And we know if she is frustrated, she'll later post it or give a reaction. Haven't had one yet, so I am worried a little bit about her because she states her mind. If she doesn't like something, she'll
Yeah.
say it. But I don't
Yeah.
think in normal shuffles you can still cancel a position. You're like, I'm not doing it. But I think in this situation you don't have a choice.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. Team B, as we're gonna go through the list here, it's all. This is the personality team. This is every single girl on this team is funny, or they're like variety central.
Character.
They have character, and she is one of the most interesting characters in AKB, and everything she says has this weird angle to it. So I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I think the management really thought this out, and they're like, you know what? Let's put all these characters together. This is going to be the variety team.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like variety, if you like to laugh, look. I mean, just go down the list, Robin. Who do we have? You see, they're all variety.
Moved from Team A is actually the whole variety team, you would say.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
Hiwatashi Yui, Kojima Natsuki. Haven't seen her in a while, by the way.
Scandal. That's why, because she's still recovering from that.
Nakanishi Chiyori, Oya Shizuka, Sasaki Yukari, Takita Kayoko, and Taniguchi Megu. And I really like that. It's just like, Team A, she was doing very well. I'd rather see her in Team 4, of course. But moving to Team B, I think it's a good position for her. Because she's getting, on the rise on Sosenkyo. And again, the characters is amazing. Moving on from Team K to Team B is Kubo Satone. And then staying in Team B, then what I talked about with Taniguchi Megi, Fukuoka Sena. So you have those 15 gem powerhouses together. Kashiwaki Yuki, of course, and she still has her NGT Kenin position. Takeuchi Miyu, Yamabe Ayu. Moving from Team 4 to Team B is Iwatate Saho, again another powerhouse. Moving from Team 4.
Yahoo!
And
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Basically now, because we're almost to Team 4, Kita Zawasaki also from Team 4 to Team B. We mentioned Kohaku at the start of the show. Now I see 1, 2, 3, 4 members that were from Team 4 have moved out of the 7 members that were for the lineup of Kohaku. You can see they moved half of the powerhouses of Team 4 to the other teams. You see where the disrupt in power was. There was no balance. So it was necessary, but it still hurts. And hopefully they get this character out.
Team 4 is so strong.
Yeah, Team
That's
4,
how it's just...
Takajumi Team 4 was way too strong if you compare it to the other team.
Yeah.
But we move on to the Team 8 Kenyan location with Hattori Yuna, Honda Hitomi, Kawahara Misaki, Okuhara Hinako, Ota Nao, Sato Akari, Sato Shiori, Shimizu Maria, Yamamoto Ruka, Yoshikawa Nanase. Is that team?
Yeah, she's teammate.
Okay.
She was,
Oh, I see a different color, so maybe I think.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe
Colin just messed up, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, don't say that. You did amazing.
No, I mean like the colors. He changed colors. Okay, I need to emphasize. I'm not hating him. He's amazing, but he just made this error.
It's
See?
okay. Okay, it's okay.
Everyone makes error. Okay, errors.
Human.
Yeah, they'll do.
16 Gen, Asai Nanami, and Umeto Izumi.
Remember to Izumi. Yeah.
He's actually Kenkyusei Team B.
Yeah.
And Harima Nanami is also Team B Kenkyusei.
Yeah, so it look very, very nice. Lots of character, so I'm expecting... remember what I said with the Oshima Yuko concerts? What I thought about Team B? They're goofy. They're a little weird, they have character. This team looks like a goofy lineup. You can expect a lot of jokes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Total personality.
Yep.
A lot of great MC parts and just laughs and laughs and laughs. So, again, this is not a bad team lineup. This is definitely showing the spirit Team B had before.
Yeah, my thing, I don't necessarily know if I would have made Jury the team be captain. I think she's going to do good. I think once she accepts her role, she's going to crush it. But I would say I was kind of hoping for Oya to be the team be captain, or Chiori even, because they're so strong as far as variety go, that I think if you're going to make a group like this and make them variety, do that. Because I mean, I would say Yukaren, but Yukaren, like, I think her focus is all over the place. You know, NGT, she has this, she has her own thing. So it's good that they didn't make her a captain, because I don't think she would have done well. Plus, I think Yukaren's has even said in the past she's not really captain material, so to speak. But I'm to be really honest, like I think Oya or Chiori should have got this, but Jury's going to crush it, and I honestly agree. I think this is going to be a really great team once they find their bearing. There's a lot of changes in this team that I think, basically you're taking half of Team A, you're putting it in Team B, but then you're adding all these Team A members, and then you're adding a few other little sprinkles from other teams. I'm just curious how they're going to react to Jury as their captain. Because none of these girls had to do that. So now they have to react to her, basically. The only ones that's ever been with Jury on this, pretty much, has been Saho and Saki. So so that's an interesting dynamic when Jury's captain over Oya and Chiori. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I don't agree, but Diego wants to say first.
Oh, please, go ahead.
Like, Jury is actually the perfect captain for Team B. Because, like, Jury is basically just my pace, like whatever it comes to, is like,
true.
Because remember with my handshakes, like, why are you smiling randomly at me? I'm like, I'm just happy. It's like, why?
Yeah, but she is. That's the thing. I don't agree with the Oya and Chiori part. It does not. It does not fit the theme with the current shuffle. If you look at the captains, look at all the fresh members adding. You know, with the Team A, with 16 Gen being the majority of that. You need the new chapter, and Oya and even Chiori don't fit the new chapter of AKB48. They do fit the role of being a important senpai. Oya is very important to groups. She can show you the old ways because she's 4th generation, of course, but she doesn't know the new ways. And Takahashi is one in the Senbatsu that can, line up the new fresh members, I would say.
I agree with you. I mean, but like Team A, like Okabe Ren, she's never ranked, So I don't even look at this as Senbatsu. But I do agree with you. They obviously were going for the younger because they're going to stick around longer. Oya and Chiori, they're out the door any day now. Well, maybe not so much Chiori, but Oya definitely. I know at any moment she's going to be like, yeah, I'm done. And that's okay because she's getting older. But I just felt like maybe out of all these teams, it would have been nice to have somebody with a lot of experience as the captain. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying any of these girls aren't going to crush it. Every single one of these girls are going to crush it. I even think Okabe Rin, she's going to own it. Like, it's about time Team A gets that recognition, honestly. But I would say, like, Jury, I just think, how long is it going to take her to accept this role? Because she wasn't happy. Okay, right there, you don't want that. You don't want your captain to be resisting the captain position right away. And then second of all, she is very my pace. And that could be an issue. You want a captain who's focused, who's like, let's get going, let's do everything.
She is. I would say it really is. The fact is just, she just has to let it sink in. She could also have the reaction, like crying, yada, no, just, being very upset. But she took it a very adult way. She's like upset, showing real emotion, like, okay, this really sucks. But she knows it's a job. That's what it still is in the end of the day. And her professionalism is so high that she's always being pictured as the next So Kantoku.
Without question.
I think it will be fine. It's just a process, and at that moment, a lot is coming you through. You're thinking, hey, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss this team because we really shared very well moments. I built a powerhouse of a team, and now it's gone.
Yeah, good point.
Remember, exactly. She built a powerhouse team, so that means she could use that powerhouse team to make Team B powerhouse again. See? Like, she had that full experience of having everyone a powerhouse in a team.
So the most of the frustration is, it's like you building a card house, and it's like, it's finally done, and someone comes in and is like, pfft,
whoosh. Yeah.
Start over.
Yeah, but she could make it.
Here's a new deck. Start over. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, the weird thing about Jury is, as much as a my-pace girl she is, she's also been always a leader. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong in saying that. Maybe she knows how to reel in her own personality when it counts. But the thing is, I just wanted maybe somebody at the little bit of a higher up to be there. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm no disrespect to Jury or any of her fans. I love Jury, so I know it probably it's going to take her all of 2 weeks before she Team B is going to be. It's going to be a battle. Like, all these teams are really going to be a battle like it used to be in the old days for team pride. And I think Jerry's going to be right up there with Team K, because they're definitely the two strongest teams out of all of them. Easily. So I'm excited, man. This is a good shuffle.
Okay. So then, moving on to the final team that's being shuffled.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Team 4, or new Team 4.
Here we go.
Yeah, so the captain announcements, this is perfect. This is the ideal person. This is the one who will lead. This is the one who will bring serious competition. This
is way too perfect.
Yeah, Mura
way too perfect.
Is now the new captain of Team 4. The one that makes 16 Gen, get their own stage. Providing all this information. The theater goddess, I would say. Being in all these stages, filling in for everyone who wasn't be there. Every stage out of the top of her head, every dance move. This is the best person to be captain, I would say.
Without question.
Without question. It's not even funny. Without question.
And good for AKS to notice that.
And I love the fact, again, AKS noticing that the first one that's going to be announced is Okada Nana. It's like, you're in Team 4 as well. And she ran up.
Yeah.
And she's like, Miriam's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Getting almost speared under the ground. Everybody laughing. And it's like, okay, we acknowledge you're a couple. You're your girlfriend or girlfriend. So have fun.
Yep.
But again, that's also very good, because now you have the captain Miriam Yuri and the captain from STU48 and formerly vice captain of Team 4 Okada Nana. It's a very serious couple, and this discipline it's going to be a fun place, but a very disciplined place. This is the ideal place now for fresh members, for young members
to develop.
Yeah.
To develop, and we can see that because from TB moving up, and I was very happy to hear this, is Macharin.
Yeah, oh man.
I think she would fit perfectly in Team 4, because her rise is getting up there, but now she has the things she's lacking. Yes, she has the variety style, she has the character from Team B, but now let's see if you can also be a powerhouse, because you have the potential to be a powerhouse, and that's why I think they were throwing them in Team 4. Moving with from Team B to Team 4 is Sagaguchi Nagisa.
She's actually Team 8 though.
She's Team 8?
Yeah.
From Hokkaido.
Yeah. Okay, she's moved from Team B, who was already a Team 8 Canyon.
Yeah.
Yes.
More like Team B Kanin.
Yeah.
Other.
Tatsuya Makiho.
Yes.
Is she also a teammate, or?
No, she's Team B.
No, Team B.
Okay,
she's
Team B.
15 Gen.
Yeah.
Okay, then staying around is Kawamoto Saya. And I said Sayaka. Oh man, that's so bad for me.
Oops.
Sayaya!
Saya, that's her nickname.
Potato
Not
girl.
Sayaka.
Potato girl.
Yeah.
Potato girl.
Okawa Ryo, Omori Miyu, and Sato Kiara. So I'm looking at the Team 4. So if you count them, originally Team 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A lot of graduations happened in Team 4 as well. So yeah, and still, do you have that many powerhouses?
Cause you forgot Miyo, Ryoha, and Nagisa, like the other three. Like the Canins, Team 4 had like
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you were saying Team 4 had a lot of graduations, but you forgot the other three.
No, the original Team 4, not Kenyan position. Well, okay. Team 8's Kenyans are now Gyoten Yurina, Hama Sayuna, Hirano Hikaru, Miyazato Rira, Nagano Serika,
Too bright! Too bright!
Noda Hinano, Onishi Momoka. That is funny.
Yep.
That is really funny that she's been put in Team 4. And just, you know, I think Okada Nana is going to have a field day with all these new harem members to...
Yeah.
On Team 4 stage would have like a showroom segment, like a small showroom segment.
Yep.
Good point.
Like a front stage showroom. Front stage showroom. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
performing right now.
Oh, we're in showroom right now! Yay!
Oh wait, I have to perform. Yeah, I'm back in a sec.
No, one MC is what like a showroom.
Yeah.
Like a 5-minute showroom. So.
Alright, moving on. We have Sato Nanami, Takahashi Ayane, Takahashi Sayaka, Takoka Kaoru, Uta Hatsuka.
Otada
Utada.
Hatsuka.
Okay, so if you count these all, this is not everyone from Team 8, right?
No, besides 2, but they announced graduation. That's why.
Right.
But yeah, they filled everyone from Team 8 now in all the 4 teams. It's a very interesting call. We have 16 Gen, Asai Nanami, Inakaki Kaori, Taguchi Manaka, and Yamauchi Mizuki.
Taguchi Manaka is an error, I would say.
Yeah, he has an error.
Hey,
Yeah,
she's already
error.
in Team 8.
Oh yeah, it's okay. So yeah, the 16 Gen has been filled up. The yeah.
Two of my favorite 16th Gen are in Team 4 now, so I have to support Team 4 as well because of Asai Nanami and Zuki. So
One thing though.
Zuki's really awesome.
Yeah, one thing though. I expected Zuki to be a Team K actually.
I did too.
I
I was gonna say that, but actually I have something else to say. But yeah, no, it was an interesting choice she did, but that's okay because they could use the dancing because she can help a lot of the fresh members.
Well,
she's a
true.
crazy dancer.
Because like in Team 4, it's mostly balanced, like
Right.
singers and like the dancers.
everything.
Yeah.
Basically, like everyone new is in Team 4. Like if you want like a small star, like someone like Zuki is perfect because like she has this momentum.
Right.
So like she's perfect in Team 4 because like she has like small momentum now, and they could use that for Team 4. Like Team 4 is the new team always. So
Well,
Yeah,
true.
I was gonna say like with Team 4, it's interesting because if you look at what's happened to Team 4 has always been the team that has changed the most, that has always gone through the most difficulties, the most struggles. I mean, we had Team 4 start, then be disbanded. The Oba Minarun scandal, which I think permanently cursed Team 4. No offense to Minarun because I met her, I love her, she's great, but I just think that was like a sign. And then it comes back, and then Jury builds it up to this. It becomes too good, and like everybody's like, well, there's no way. It's like who can touch Team 4? Then they destroy it again. Then they rebuild it, and now I have to say like. This is the fresh team. Like if you like younger, fresh members or whatever, or just interesting. I mean, it like you said, it's the most balanced in my opinion. I really see Team 4 also being like one of those teams that like might come out of nowhere and like say, don't forget about us. Like every team is really solid, and having Team 8 be like the thread and the glue that holds them all together, genius move on their part. I gotta be honest. The more I think about it, the more we're talking about it, pretty genius move. And I hope that means. But here's my question, you guys: is Team 8 gonna continue? Like, how are they ever gonna?
I actually don't know because for right now, Team 8 are doing the usual activities.
They say they are,
but I heard some rumors that Toyota is going to. Those are rumors. Let me put it foremost. But I have heard some rumors that Toyota is going to stop after 2020.
Yeah. So the thing is, the graduation announcement this year for Team 8 were a lot, and they did did auditions for the new fill-in positions, but I think it wasn't a success. The fill-in positions because they had to find someone from a certain area, and they like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And I think indeed the Team 8, for now, it still will be there. Well, let's just say it anyway. After now the teams are formed, they announced a few other things. Also, a debut of 2 new teams coming up.
Yep.
Oh, crazy! I don't even know what that means.
Exactly.
So
And-
what? You don't have any letters or any numbers left in your name. So what is gonna
Yeah.
be?
What's gonna be?
Yeah, like,
And they have like the draftees debuting too. Like,
Yeah.
and the draft.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the
and
draft.
then here's the thing though. Like, I'm really most excited. I think maybe again for new teams, but it also I'm not, because again, my whole thing is deal with what you have. If you can't even manage the groups you have, why are you expanding? But here's why I'm excited. I really want a Hiroshima 48. I really want a Hokkaido or a Sapporo 48. I think anytime it's on the mainland, Japanese people especially will support the living crap out of
Yep.
it. Because look at NGT,
Yeah.
okay, versus STU. Look how long STU has taken, and still we don't know anything. Versus NGT, 1 year. Look at them. They are ridiculous.
Local sports team.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Local idol
Right.
team.
NGT
Exactly.
had a #1 in pre-so Senkyo. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. So
Yeah.
if you do
NGT delivered a Kami 7 member in 2 years.
That's
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy.
That's
Two.
ridiculous. So,
Crazy.
2
in
members.
2 years, so
2 members even, yeah.
yeah, right. So you have like a Hiroshima 48, which is a long time coming, or a Sapporo Hokkaido, which would be the only 3 I could see that would be the most logical in my opinion. I'm telling you, man, it could be
Robin.
really interesting. I would be okay with that.
Robin, only 1 in Kami 7. and
Only
2
one
in-
comes 7, but 2 in Senbatsu. Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
Senbatsu.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You could take the draft Kaigi from this third draft, and you could populate that with a new team. I mean that wouldn't be a bad thing. Like, okay, we're just gonna start fresh with a new team. Again, I still think expanding is not the right way to go, but I'm thinking more like don't expand overseas. But if you do it within Japan, Japan has a way of promoting and defending its own. You know what I mean? Even Okinawa 48 wouldn't be, I think, ideal. But Hiroshima 48, I've really been wanting for forever. So I'm hoping it'll happen.
So I'm gonna tie this in with
Uh-oh,
the
there
other
we go.
announcements.
Right?
They announced 2 new teams, and I don't know what team. I think they're gonna make a special AKB48 Kenin team from the sister groups. They're
Ooh.
Oh,
They are
from
just-
BSK, Jacob.
because they
Oh.
announced all the Kenin sister groups have been dissolved.
Revoked, yeah.
So
Great. About time.
Gino ZX was very happy, by the way, because Miyawaki Sakura is out of
No,
AKB48.
okay, no, Robin, you know that was one of the biggest discussions I saw on Facebook after this. It was like, forget the fact that we have like the restoration of team power, team
Yeah.
pride.
Mm.
Nope, everyone's just happy Sakura-tan isn't there. Everyone's like, I'm so happy she's not there, and I'm like, why do people hate this girl so much?
Yeah, I get it and I don't get it.
She's a good girl, man.
Yeah, so I'll get it right away.
I-
The Kenny members who got cancelled: Kitagawa Ryo from SKE48, Kodama Haruka from SKT48, Miyawaki Sakura from SKT48, Shibuya Nagisa from NMB48, Shiroma Meru from NMB48, Tomonaga Mio from NMB48.
No,
HKT.
No,
HKT.
Yes,
HKT.
no, I am reading a list. Yeah, I see it when I read it. It's wrong, and yeah, even Yabuki Nako. That's HKT48. So, yeah, Colin, a little. Well, it was the last line on the sheet, so all right, understandable.
Yeah, he had a few mistakes, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's not perfect, so.
I want to say something though about this though. This is probably one of the best things ever. They need to not be taking teams. Again, we have a restoration of freaking AKB. Like it's permanent. This is like genuine AKB now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We've been wanting it. Everybody's been wanting it. It's now here. Good job, AKS. You finally listened to us. But here's the thing about this interesting. Harpy is like having health issues. I mean, she wasn't even at this thing and she even wrote later that she wasn't because she was sick, which again, that's not a good thing to hear from her considering everything she went through this year.
Yep.
Kitagawa Ryoha, she is like up and coming rising star, the Jirina successor possibly, once Jirina says she's out. And then you have Sakura-tan going back to HKT to lead HKT when Sashi leaves. Shiroma Miru is going to succeed, signing when she's out. And then you have Yabuki Nako. That one is whatever. But I would say this is really, really, really a good thing. You know, because Miru now can focus on NMB, and Sakura-tan can focus on HKT, and Riha, she can focus on SK. So I think this is genius.
Let's go even a little further. So now the teams have been restored. Now the group has been restored. And also now the sister groups have been restored. What I'm hoping now, what I really want to see is when AKB comes out with a new single, and it isn't the Sosenkyo one, only AKB members.
Yes,
the next
return,
Focus back on the groups, separate them. Less group concert, less freely going to anywhere, and maybe it will be a risk, but I don't think they're gonna lose that much money.
No.
I think they're gonna gain more money because now you're like people from Tokyo. They're like, oh man, my favorite is Miyawaki Sakura. Now I have to go all the way to Fukuoka, but it's Mayoshi, so I will go. I will pay the extra mile. I'll do the extra mileage. And I always think if one person thinks it, 10 other people would think it as well. Yeho.
By the way, the cheap way to go to Fukuoka has been busted lately, so.
Thanks for the travel tip, Yeo. Thanks.
There was this thing called thing that got busted and posted it in Unko that like, oh, you could go to Fukuoka for only 4,500 yen.
And now it's
real reason why Sakura-tan's campus got canceled.
And now
right
it's
there,
10,000 yen to go.
Yeah.
Front and back, 20,000 yen. No, but I think it's very interesting, and I hope to really see. I really want to hear the 51st single will be like, oh, these will be the members, and none of them will be from the sister group. It won't be Sashi. It won't be this. It won't be that. Wouldn't it be that really interesting? It's like they're really taking that risk, and just
the question
AKB.
Right. The question then would be who would be the center for that single if it was only strict AKB. You have so many great candidates here. Who would be the center?
You got
Yui.
Yui.
Yokoyama Yui would be good center.
I would like that. Sure.
They still have Mukaichi Mion.
That's the thing. We didn't really talk about that. I'm not sure what that means that Mion was not only not... I mean, Okabe Rin got the captain position over, but it was like they also transferred her. Do we think this is a good thing?
To Team A?
Yeah.
Personally, I say no, but it's more just because I think Miyuichi Mion, has issues. But he's been put to the flagship show, and I will see Well, Yukiyama Yui is the highest ranked member, but she's Sokantoku, so she'll have to. But she'll definitely be the ace of Team A.
Interesting.
So I think, sadly, we're maybe gonna see another single where she's the center. I don't know. Hope not.
I don't know. It'd be cool if they change it up on us again.
So,
I am hoping on Nachan. Nachan.
You know what I'm kind of hoping for. This is gonna come right out of left field. Is Chiba Eri. I bet you if she was the front, that would blow people's minds. I don't know why. I just feel like she's not ready, but I think that would be interesting. I don't know. I'm just
this makes for an interesting discussion point. So, who are the aces of the new teams?
Okay. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I'll go first then. From Team A, I would say the biggest name, and I really want to say it, Mukaichi Mion. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be from management, the big #1 ace. From Team K, no, no, yo. Let's see. I think
Kairi.
he's right. It's like Komiyama Haruka is getting there, but compared to Koji Momoko, no. Koji Momoko is the ace of Team K.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okairi!
Team B. I would say right now for the fresh AKB, Takashi Judy will be the ace, but I'm hoping Taniguchi Megu or Fukuoka Sena will take that role.
Ooh, I like that.
I think they're gonna put Kubo Satone as center.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
I could totally
Yeah.
see that.
And for Team 4, hey, Okada Nana. That's
Easily.
Easy.
But I don't know.
Easy.
Honestly, though, I think Okada Nana might be more of a ghost there because she's still doing STU. Her canon was not canceled.
Nope.
So you know what I mean? Like I don't think Okada is going to be at all part of Team 4. I think it's going to be Yuri's like show. I think Machia Ling is going to really take over too. She is wildly popular.
Yeah.
I'd say if anything, she might be the ace of Team 4 because she's just beloved. She's another Akimoto, you know. So I could see her being it, but it would be very. I would love to see Nathan restored to Team 4 glory in that sense, you know. Like, yeah, make her it. But I would say overall. Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
like, you were right. Like, Nacho's just gonna be in the front, but not as much as Ace position.
Yeah.
Like, she's basically front. No, like, I think she's gonna be like most of the time because STU is not built yet. Remember?
No, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna have to make a choice. And she's gonna have to decide: is she going to give and support her time to STU or Team 4? If she does Team 4, I'm all for it.
I don't think next year will be the year that Okada Nana will have the transfer ability to be as great as a Watanabe Mayu, as great as a Kashiwaki Yuki. You know, be that kind of position, that build up, the Oshima Yuko style. That will be her next role. So she'll definitely be there, but she'll be. You know, when the top members, they get so busy with TV and media and stuff like that, I think that will be her role. She'll be sometimes at the theater, but mostly on TV and stuff like that.
I got
And STU.
And STU. So, yeah, I think that's going to be her role. And that's why I think she'll be a center. We'll see definitely a center position for Okada Nana in 2018. That is my prediction I'm going to make. I'm going to say it right now. They're going to be one of these singles, 51, 52, 53, or 54, because 4 singles always, is going to be a center position chosen by AKS.
That would be ridiculously awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Yayo.
So who do we think the center when Nachan's not there?
Not there?
Yeah, because it would be... Like, Yuri, she always likes to be in the back, so, like, who takes Nachan's spot in the front?
I'm telling you, Machia Ling, man. I'm telling you, I think we're underestimating her popularity.
To be quite honest, though, I'm thinking either Machia Ling or Onishi Momoka, since she's so hugely popular with showrooms.
What about Kawamoto Saya? She's
Saya,
actually very...
I can't forget her.
Well, she has that popularity, but...
Does.
I don't know.
Like her.
I don't know. I still get there. She's fine.
I'm not for her. I don't know. I would say though for the team aces for me, I would say we're forgetting I think Katorena. I think Renachi, as much as I don't really care for her, Team A, you know, Renachi, I could see her really taking that over, or even Iriyama Anna if she cared a little more. I mean she kind of has this kind of sort of like I'm just here type attitude, but I bet she's gorgeous. She can dance great. She's a good singer. I think you know, we could see her take it. I'd love to see Miho though. Honestly, I'd love to see Miyazaki take it. You can't forget the old generation here. You know, the same with Team K. Like Michan, I think we're forgetting Michan is like still Michan. You know, she still has a devoted fan base. But I think we got our centers right though, so I actually don't disagree.
For Team 4, one more, Onishi Momoka.
Yeah, I
could see her as an ace, getting their center position. All right, so yeah, we had the Kenny members cancelled. They were like shoved around the corner, and they were like, me was just like, okay, well, bye.
The funny thing is, she said it like, you know what? I actually wrote it. I want to be in theater more for AKB and HKT, but like I don't have enough time to go theaters. She actually said that. It's like I want like that was my goal for 2018 to show at more theater stages.
Well,
but like now my Kanin is gone now, so bye.
It's going to be very interesting. Well, they announced that. They finished the show with, of course, Sakura and Hanabi.
Yep.
All in all, I think this is a very good shuffle. This was a very much needed shuffle to bring out the new chapter for AKB48 and real AKB48 not all sister groups get in there and be the AKB48 group. I think. So yeah. Well, what time is it? 1 hour and 20 minutes. Good.
Not bad for us.
Not bad. Okay. We're gonna announce this now. Because it's almost the end of the year, of course. And I promised last week I'm gonna announce what will be the categories for our yearly now awards episode. So here are the categories. I'm doing this so professionally. We have then, of course, best song, worst song, best event. Adding this year, worst event.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Best group of all the sister groups, and now adding as this year, Nogizaka 46 will be added, and Keikizaka 46. Most improved member, best year for member, best show, best concert, and most shocking moments. So we're gonna, give our opinions during that episode as well. But important as well in the comments for next couple of weeks. You don't have to do it next week. You don't have to I think 2 weeks later we're gonna do the show.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So you have 2 weeks now to write down your list. Go through the year. Think about everything of the topics. The topics will also be in the description below, so you can follow up which categories we go to. And you may add Nogizaka 46 and Keikizaka 46 as separate, but you can also say, no, this is the best one out of everything. We're going to combine it. We'll see how it goes. But write down what you think, and we would love to hear it. This is I think, going to be a very fun show when we're reflecting on the year. Yo.
I'm just saying, we all know what's the worst event.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's unanimous. So
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it's something else. Although I can be a little bit different on this side, because I think there were 2 events that sucked this year.
Oh, that's interesting. I can only think of one, and it was
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
actually, no. No, I can think of 2 also. Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, did I spoil anything? No, right? It's okay.
But we know the bigger one, the bigger scale.
Man, it's raining outside. Really?
Where's the water slides at? I see so many water sliding. Huh.
We'll tune in to find out. Okay, with that out of the way. Subtle, very subtle.
Very
Quite
He's
subtle.
dying over there.
Subtle is our style, you know that.
Recommendations for next week.
I got some.
You got some.
You got something, right?
Well,
On the
I-
side.
I have no chance of watching this because for the first year, well, maybe Showroom. Showroom, they can probably do it tomorrow. AKB48's Kohaku Utagasen battle will happen. They've been practicing all day, and I wonder what music we'll see. And I have to work tomorrow. Oh, I can't see it. So we'll see it later. But yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's always fun. The rule, of course, is not performing your original song. You need to do a performance that you haven't performed earlier or even before. And it's always fun to see in there. Hopefully a Keikizaka song will come in there just to see a comparison. That's coming up. I would say that's the biggest recommendation for me for next week.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I got quite a bit, but go ahead if anyone else wants to.
I think Derek will go last. He has quite a bit, of course.
For me, it's just the usual Nogi Bingo, AK Bingo, and the usual things, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the AK Bingo is actually a must-watch.
Yeah.
Because of the Mayu special.
Yep.
It's Mayu's final AK Bingo, yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
They're going to do actually an AK Bingo and not a memory.
That's good.
Yeah.
An
I'm
actual
happy about
AK
that.
Bingo.
The memory ones are a waste. I hate when they do the memory ones, but
Because
Yeah.
I've seen them all, so it's like
Right.
I've seen them recently. I watched them last week or something
Yeah.
like that. So yeah. Okay, Derek, take it away.
Right on. So a couple things. First of all, before I even get into that, I did want to say something. I do a lot of commenting, and of course I interact with everybody. Usually I do comments in the first 3 days. So just as a quick thing, if you want to get a comment from me back, please try to comment within the first 3 days of our posting. If not, that's fine. Please comment. I still read them. I still go back and check, but I try to focus my efforts on the first 3 days after this is posted. Today, this will be an exception now because most of you probably don't even know we're doing this today. You're expecting it tomorrow, so I'll understand if it takes you guys till like Wednesday to actually get us comments. But there was a comment I made about something when I was talking about, like, you know, types of girls that I think are pretty. I said something about, like, I like thin girls, very thin girls, all that. And it was something that kind of offended one of you. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say anything more than that. But I'll say this. I'm really sorry. I worked with girls that had eating disorders, and I just didn't even occur to me that could be a triggering statement for somebody. In this day and age, yes, we are very sensitive in this day and age, but I think this is a good thing to be sensitive about because, you know, body image, unfortunately, for many girls is a terrible thing because it just demoralizes a lot of girls that don't think they're perfect because they pick up a magazine and see a 80-pound, 6'5" model and think that's what the ideal is. For some people, that is. Actually, that's not my ideal. I don't like girls that are like that. But I do have a specific type of body that I enjoy, just like we all have a specific type. But I don't ever want to offend anybody by saying that. So I truly am sorry about that to the person that I offended. And we already talked about it. We already worked out. It's awesome. We're going to drink beers and talk it over someday. But I would say I don't want any girl that watches this show particularly to ever even remotely feel like they're not beautiful. I don't care if you're 300 pounds. I don't care if you're 80 pounds. I don't care what you look like. You're beautiful, okay? And don't ever let anybody's opinion make you think differently. So I just wanted to say that, okay? Sorry. I just feel like I am a really big believer in that, okay? So moving on. Couple things. Yay, thank you. It just must be said, all girls are gorgeous. We're as men, we are so lucky to have girls on this planet. So especially idols. But you know, in the idol world, body weight is a whole different thing than
like
real
we talked
world.
about last week.
We've talked about it plenty, so no need to go into it. The couple things. First of all, Nozawa World. This past week was really awesome.
Yeah.
Nozawa Reina just crushed it with her her show. The Omake was very funny. I would say
13, right? 13.
Yeah. She's getting better and better, but what I really liked is, like, she improved her sound levels this time. I've kind of told her a few times maybe she should kind of put the sound up. She must read the comments, I swear, because she did. I mean, the sound was really good. I don't know. So it's really good. It's on Akihabara this time, and it's just fun. She nails it.
I like the fact she uses, you know, her own mobile camera
I love it.
to film it, because then you have the real feeling what it is to be there, like instead of the high-tech camera, because you don't always have the feeling. And the place is really small. It's like really
It is.
And you don't realize it until you're there.
I do love it.
That's
just like, this is the third row, this is the second row, and then the first row. She messed up, but you know what she meant. But you know, standing up that close, and it's like, that's pretty close.
That's pretty close, yeah.
That would be lovely.
Very personal. Very personal.
And
also, I noticed with the Nozawa thing, like, did you notice the gates weren't there in the front?
Yeah.
Well, the gates are, you can see in the video, they were put on the side.
Okay.
But I forgot then apparently something, because he said, if you're visiting the theater, remember to take a picture, you know, with me at the pictures. Like, yeah.
I did.
You forgot.
I did it.
Goofed.
I'm surprised you did, Robin.
You goofed.
Next year.
You goofed.
Next year.
What did Robin forgot to do?
You forgot to take a picture.
You goofed.
Yeah.
With Nozawa. With Nozawa.
I should have taken a picture like this or something.
You know, because
I had
I
had a picture with Irie of with this. I'm like,
Yeah.
You're gone tomorrow. You're gone tomorrow.
The thing is Nozawa Reina's voice is also very pleasant to listen to. She has one of my favorite voices ever, because it's like, she just knows how to talk. I don't know, she's just fun. She's a good girl.
Very
like, it's
up, very happy.
Right, very happy,
and
you just feel happy as a result, and it works. It's just good. So that would be my one recommendation. The other one is, again, my last and final pitch. I will be not here next week, unfortunately, because, well, not unfortunately, I'm actually, this is a good thing. NECRONOMIDOL, the Japanese dark wave idol group, is coming to America, thanks to me, and my hard work, and also the hard work of their manager and a lot of other people. We are going to have 2 shows here in Los Angeles, one at the legendary Whisky and the other right afterwards at the very private Ultra VIP show that is sold out. That was sold out last week. Yay.
Yes.
And it's going to be at SOUNDBITE Studios. So, and those shows are going to be awesome. I'm going to be there. And then right after that, we're jumping into a van and we're going up to Portland, then Seattle, and then coming to San Francisco. The girls will be here pretty much till Christmas. I will be with them, so I will not be around for that. This show, so please enjoy, you guys, and have fun, and hopefully, I don't know if you're gonna have somebody to replace me. But...
Yes, we do, and well, he used to be, you know, an original, but
OG,
now whenever we're in a tight spot, we get him. It's Gino ZX.
Yay,
Will be making
Gino.
an appearance next
Who
week.
always, who like every week somebody asks about him in the comments. Where's Gino? So this is great. So Gino is coming back, and that is so beautiful. I wish I could be here though. I love talking to Gino. Me and Gino are actually, we always talk like outside of this. But I would say you know, next week you guys are gonna crush it. I know, and I can't wait to watch it when I'm on the road. But please, if you want to support idols, come to this. Josh Box is gonna be there. I don't know if you guys know who the fellows are from New School Kaiden, but they're gonna be in LA. New School Kaiden, they were responsible for putting out Sashi's book a few years ago that was completely subbed. Plus they put out a bunch of information about AKB all the time. They're gonna be at the show where there's so many different people that support idols, like online, that are coming. It's a big thing, so please come. Even if you just want to come say hi, come say hi. But this is a big deal to have NECRONOMIDOL here, and hopefully if it goes well, I can bring more groups here. So this is kind of a test run, so please come and support, and you can find all the information online or just ask me. I'll be happy to tell
Wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck on that one. Yeah.
Lots of driving ahead of me.
So yeah, next week then we have Gino CX. Also then for next week, our review. And last week we did Mechi Ike. This week we skipped one. We're gonna do Mechi Ike next week again, and this one is going to be the it's not the Bakujo test, but it's the same kind of episode. It's the sports festival Bakujo test, I would say.
Oh man.
Oh, Doji. Yeah.
Oh, the one with the Jurina versus Sting, Mayu or something, with the sumo.
Yes.
Yes. That was against Sashi.
Sashi,
It
I
was against Sashi. Yeah, no, it's the one where Rina runs into the wall. Funniest moment ever.
So yes, look forward to that next week.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
We're
I
gonna
can't wait to
review
listen.
that. Okay, I think we're done then with this show for this week. Anything else before we leave off?
Just to shout out to Colin again. Thank you so much for making that.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you so much.
Also shout out to Haru for
Haru, she crushed it, man, with the new SK song.
Yeah, also like she tweeted out like something 10 minutes ago that she actually deleted, and I saw it. Haru, I'm sorry. It's like she said.
Wait. Is it very? There's a reason she deleted it then.
Oh, okay. Because she's like my friend seeing after the shuffle, like she tried to explain the shuffle and like why she's so angry about it. So
yeah,
there's a lot to be angry about it in her case because Tano-chan's are Oshi, so that makes total sense. And I would be upset too. I definitely felt I cringed for Haru when I saw Tano's face on that during the performance. But I will say this, Haru, you crushed it on your your English interpretation of Igai ni Mango. So thank you for putting that out, Haru. That was so amazing. I probably watched it like 4 times this week, and it just makes me smile every time. So you did a great job.
I was actually singing it at work one day.
I know, me too.
Unexpected.
Same here, totally. I was doing the same, and I'm thinking, I'm driving in my car to like go get food, and I was singing. I was like, damn it, Haru! Like, why do you have to be so catchy? Like, that's so good.
But with me, I was actually doing this.
That's because you like to dance. Because for you, every day is a dance thing. I love it. And by the way, again, happy birthday to you. Go dance tomorrow. Have fun tomorrow.
Yes.
enjoy your life tomorrow. And what are you gonna do? Nothing. So
All right. With that though, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Take it away, Yayo. Take it away.
Anyway, yeah.
AKB
48.